Hello and welcome to Fast Tracks with me, Pete Tong. Each week on this very show, I'll be playing you 2 hot videos and an upfront tune, which means it's a tune that I've got and you haven't, okay? I'll also be speaking to Mark Brown, one half of the NY&C project and also the head honcho behind one of the hottest new labels this year, CR2 Records. But our first video this week is causing a bit of a musical consternation. People just can't describe it. Is it urban? Is it hip house? Is it house? Is it techno? It's not techno. It is great though. It's crossing musical boundaries. It's getting played on house stations, urban stations, pirate stations, your house, you name it. It's Fish Go Deep featuring Tracy K and The Cure and The Cause. So, video number 2 comes from Mr. Fatboy Slim, Norman Cook. Now, his last video, My Old Pair of Jeans, caused a bit of a kind of sensation on his MySpace site as it spawned about 1,000 juggling competitions. People were juggling things, putting their own videos on his own MySpace site, and well, it's a lovely thing. So, what about this new video? How good are you at knockdown dominoes?
Anybody lost again, they get found. Know it when they hear the champion sound. Works like a magnet on the people all around. Know it when they hear the champion sound. Anybody loving music up in your town. Know it when they hear the champion sound. Love it when they hear the champion sound. Need it when they hear the champion. Look out!
Gripping on the good stuff, fixed with your head rush, baby, hit me up right there. Soak up the sunshine, digging up the soul, man, maybe we can ride on there. Switching to the meltdown, flow like he's zoned out, gonna make you come alive.
This week I've got something seriously hot for you, ouch! Seriously hot and very upfront. So upfront that it's not even got a release date yet. It is by Dada, featuring the great DJ and producer Mr. Sandy Rivera. It is called Lollipop. I suppose it follows in the footsteps of Freddie Legrand, but it's barking mad. You're gonna love it. So, out and about this week, I'll be finishing up my North American tour. On Friday night, I'll be at the Crowbar in New York City. If you're in the area, it'd be rude not to come down and buy me a beer, okay? Or maybe I'll even buy you one. The next night, I'll be up at Government in Toronto, which is a fabulous club. Closer to home, back here in the UK, Saturday night, I recommend you go and see Mr. Darren Emerson. He's taking his underwater party back to the end. He's joined by the legendary Mr. Carl Craig. And a man who's a bit of a tour de force in French dance music. He started Headbanger Records, he just signed that nutty act Justice, and he also discovered Daft Punk and Cassius, so he's pretty hot too. His name is Pedro Winter. The end Saturday night with Mr. Darren Emerson. Now, I'm very pleased to welcome Mark Brown to the show. Now, a lot of people will know you as one half of NY&C, but you're actually the head honcho of CR2 as well. How did that all come about?
Basically, I worked at EMI Records and had Credence for 5 years, lost my job there and was in a position where I didn't know what to do, really.
So it's born out of adversity.
Indeed, yeah.
Now, on November the 27th, quite incredibly then, just in a short time, you've got your 50th release coming out. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we didn't really think about it, and then we kind of looked at the catalogue numbers on the board, and it was going to be the 50th release. So myself and Nick just wanted to make a kind of underground record, which was slightly edgy, a little bit different to Something on Your Mind. So we could just put out as a club record that we could play out ourselves. Yeah, 50th release.
You signed The Eggs Walking Away,
Yep.
Curd Maverick's The Rub, which was the record of Miami, and probably the most significant dance record of the year, Freddie Legrand. I mean, do you think it's been easier then working as an indie as opposed to working for a major label?
No, definitely. I've had a lot more freedom to move quickly on records that I felt confident that would do well, rather than having to ask a label boss or a marketing department their ideas, really. And take a lot more risks.
Now what's coming next then? How do you follow up Freddie Legrand?
Well, we've got another record from Freddie, which is a lot different to Put Your Hands Up for Detroit, but still for me a cutting edge record, which hopefully will do well. We have some new projects from Ran Shani, Danny Freakazoid's second album, which we're kind of working on at the moment, which will be quite exciting, and then just lots of new artists. A new record called The Bump by Kid Kenobi and Sam Lamore, which we picked up in Australia, which is quite quirky, breaks record.
Okay, and how's your partner? Where is Nick?
Nick's busy
Gone
at the
missing.
moment. He's bought a nightclub. Bless him.
just to calm down a little.
Yeah, so his time's at the moment tied up doing that, sort of making all the bookings, and yeah, it's really cool. It's called Rapture. It's in Loughborough, 400 capacity club, very intimate venue.
All right, and when you are DJing, then when can people catch up with you? When's your next gig?
Off to Australia for New Year, doing the Warehouse project as well in Manchester, Richard McGuinness.
But before that, you're going to play with me, aren't you? The last pure part of the ministry.
December the 2nd, the last pure party, and all of them have been amazing, so make sure you come down.
All right, Mark Brown, thank you.
Cheers, Pete.
And that is all we've got time for this week. Thanks for joining me, Pete Tong. I'll be back next week with more hot tracks, exclusive videos, and news of my Pure Night at Ministry of Sound in London. Until then, see ya.